Yo, hold on. Why am I a minute into talking and shit? And I just realized I did not hit record, bro. So let me restart everything. First of all, what's up, y'all, man? We in the fucking airport today. Matter of fact, let me put some chapstick on. I feel like my lips is dry, bro. Hey, first thing first, though. Shout out my beautiful queen, you feel me? For hooking your boy up. Nah, I love the sunlight. I gotta be here right in the sunlight. Hey, but shout out my beautiful queen for hooking me up with this damn fucking iPhone case, cause I got this shit mounted up on a. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. I'm at the airport. This mother setup, bro. Coffee cup. You feel me? This is all the nigga need to be successful. You know what I mean? It's all a nigga need. But anyway, so I woke up at fucking 5 o'clock. For some reason, I ain't get out the crib till 6. My flight is at 7. I get to the airport at 6:30. Usually I don't be tripping. I've only missed a flight like 3 times in my life. But yeah, get to the airport 6:30. TSA line long as shit. I never seen it this long, bro. It literally went to the other side of the airport, bro. So I don't get out of that joint till, like, bro, I still feel like for a line that long, I got out pretty quick. So I ended up getting to my gate at 7:10. Of course, my shit gone, plane gone. I mean, it is what it is, though. But I'm taking this trip to Michigan because I got a notice mailed to my door that they was trying to demo one of my cribs down there. So I gotta go out there, pretty much take care of this shit, get this shit situated. What's up? Feel me? Get this shit situated. But we gonna see how this go. Feel me? So I'm gonna take y'all along with me. Try to kind of do a little vlog. You feel me? What better way to really get into this shit than to really force myself to do this shit every day, bro? Like this podcast and shit. Cause it's really not a vlog. It's really just a podcast, bro. I'm trying to be able to just pull up and podcast anywhere. And this is just showing y'all my second joint. This is the second one I recorded, or maybe like third one. I don't know if I'm gonna post the other one, so cause I ain't even really do no real joint, but I'm gonna actually make this into something. I'm gonna try to turn this into something. Cause my next flight, what time is it? It's 9:30. My next flight ain't until 12, so I'm gonna try to make this joint at least like a cool hour, just talking, just trying, you know what I mean, get some shit out that I've been wanting to say for a little minute. The first thing I'm gonna say is, yo, I'm a heavy believer in divine timing, but even with this missing the flight situation, like, bro, everything happens for a reason, but you really gotta try to do things in your power to really try to get to your goals. You feel me? Like, I woke up at 5, but I really wasn't moving the way I should have been moving, knowing that my flight left at 7. You know what I mean? I was kind of finessing. Thought I was gonna be able to finesse my way, as I always do, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. Not only was I not able to, but I was supposed to get there at 9 o'clock today. It was 9:30. I was supposed to get there now. You feel me? I won't be getting there till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock today. And I just found that out because before that, they was coming like the soonest I could get there was 8 o'clock at night. So it's just like, damn, you know what I mean? I just had to rebook another flight from another airline just so I can get there a little earlier, and that's still the earliest I could get there is like 3 o'clock. So hopefully, I think the courthouse don't close till 5, so I should still be able to go over there, file my paperwork, pay for that, get that situated. I basically gotta appeal the demolition that they trying to do to my crib. I gotta try to fight it, you know what I mean? File the right paperwork, go ahead and pull the right permits, because they saying that my crib is like it's abandoned. It's abandoned. That joint is an unsafe structure, and I think people in the neighborhood is pretty much just complaining about it being a nuisance and stuff like that. So I said I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna take care of that, like, and just thinking about this shit, like, damn, bought 2 tickets, gotta catch this flight. I'm gonna be there till Wednesday, because they gave me 2 dates. One was the 9th, and then one was the 13th, but I missed the 9th joint. Cause the 9th, I think what was it? It was a weekend or some shit, so I don't even think they was open anyway. I think they gave me the wrong date, so I figured I'd come on the following Monday. So I'm gonna be there from today till Friday. I'm tweaking. I'm gonna be there today till Wednesday, and I'm gonna just see what I could do, man. Board up the crib, change the locks, whatever. whatever violations they saying I got, make a nice list of everything I need, try to hook up with a couple contractors down there. See, I'm a contractor myself, so I like to do a lot of the work myself, but I'm not really gonna be able to do everything with this traveling situation. And even then, I'm starting to realize now, like, in my hometown where I work at, I be trying to do some of the work on my own cribs myself, and then I'm realizing it's costing me double, because not only do I really not know how to do everything, like, yeah, I'm an electrician, bro, I don't know how to do plumbing like that, but I might do it a little here and there, for me. But for me to go do it, I gotta go buy all the tools that I need to get that job done, buy the material, then I might fuck up, so I'm paying that cost to fuck up. And it's gonna take me, what would it took a licensed plumber 2 hours, it's gonna take me 2 days. So I done lost 2 days, plus I bought all the tools and material. I was probably better off just paying whoever that price for them to come and do it. And that's what I'm realizing, you feel me? Like, it makes sense to just do that. Even with this, like, somebody was going to charge me $700 to pick up the trash in front of the crib in Michigan, but instead I'm flying out here to kind of do it myself, which is going to cost way more than $700, you know what I mean? But hearing that initial price was like, damn, $700 to pick up some trash. I should have seen the trash. It wasn't no heavy debris, no ton of trash or nothing like that. It was bags and shit. You could have bagged that shit up, threw it in the back of a pickup truck, you feel me? But I needed to come out here anyway, handle this paperwork situation. And I wanted to, I owned this property for 2 years. This is my first time actually stepping foot in here myself. So, it's about time, you know what I mean? Long time coming. But, man, just even being out here, this is an experience, bro. Like, being young, being able to invest, buying shit, and I'm really just trying to build some shit, bro. And when I was coming up, growing up though, I used to think like, I'd be doing this shit with my friends, you know what I mean, or like family, like a group. Like I am doing this with family. I ain't gonna say that, cause my cousin, he meeting me down here. He actually already down there. He already at the crib and everything getting situated. But the whole process, like, he helping me out with a part of it, and I appreciate that 100%. But I gotta go through this whole process pretty much by myself. You know what I mean? Like, buying the crib, securing it, getting it together, renting it out, dealing with the tenants, dealing with the state, or dealing with the township and their regulations and shit like that. Any fines they gonna try to hit me with, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to deal with that myself. But what's good is I get to reap the benefits myself, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna definitely help break off with whoever helped me, or whatever they help me with, you know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna look out. But for the most part, it's like, at the end of the day, this is my responsibility, you know what I mean? So if they knock my crib down, like, I gotta deal with that shit, you know what I mean? So I put that money up to pay for that joint. I'm gonna be the one that's losing out, because apparently if they knock your shit down, they charge you the demo fee, and I don't even know what's up with the land, because I don't know. I bought the crib, but I know some things, like, it'd be like, oh, like, you don't own the land though, you got the crib, or do I have the land but they gonna knock the crib down, I still got the land? Like, I don't know, but I wasn't trying to find out, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I save my shit to where my shit don't fall down anyway, but or they don't knock it down, fuck you talking about fall down. But like I said, I ain't really have like a set topic to talk about today, but that's kind of how I want to do this podcast. Really just get into this shit just raw, just go right into basically talking about what I'm going through, because it's more of like a video diary for myself, you know what I mean? It's like looking back to see where I was at, even like if I started this 2 years ago, showing me buying that crib and how I acquired it, shit like that, and the other houses that I got, or just like the progression of my life, showing where I used to live and moving from crib to crib, or cars that I used to have, and upgrading from cars to cars. Like, I feel like making this content and seeing myself grow, it definitely inspire other people, definitely inspire me even in the future, just to keep going, to see, like, show myself like, yo, you overcame this, you overcame that. And even when you dealing with shit, like, you could tell. I wanted to record this because earlier I was mad as shit when I missed my flight, even though it was all my fault. I'm just like, what the fuck, mad as hell, bro. It's my birthday, bro. I was gonna have to travel all day, and like, bro, just pretty much fucking miss my whole birthday. I mean, yeah, I can celebrate tomorrow, but it's like I'm already going out on a work trip. Damn, like I ain't even gonna be able to really be outside and be fucking trapped in the airport or trapped in airport to airport. You know what I mean? But thankfully, I was able to book another flight and pretty much just speed up the process of when I'm gonna get there. But shit, still gonna take a minute though. So I was just mad about that shit for a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, I still gotta record this joint, bro. I gotta, let them emotions show. You feel me? Because we all human and we going through that shit. And this shit is ups and downs, bro. One minute you feel like you're on top of the world, you can get anything done, you could do anything, chase any dreams, and then shit goes south, bro. And you like, fuck it. Like you want to give everything up, but you really can't, bro. Because it's gonna go one, it's gonna go back up. And two, this game is about longevity. You know what I mean? It's about who in it the longest. Even like with a lot of stuff, it's about longevity. People be in the streets and they talk about they run in the streets. Oh, I made this, I made that, but you still ended up, going to jail and serving 15, 20 years, or you still, you passed away or whatever like that. So the boys who outlived you, they actually won. I mean, you had a good life, but it was a short life. But the people who had a decent life and it was a long life, I feel like you got a lot more opportunities to make it a great life and just really go hard, bro, and turn up. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's definitely about longevity in there. So it's about taking your time and being the turtle instead of the hare. You know what I mean? Take your time, do shit right. Don't try to cut corners. I remember growing up playing football. We used to run suicides and shit. And the coach, he wouldn't even really get on you if you wasn't running your shit. He'd just be like, yo, you only cheating yourself. And I ain't never really realized that. Like I ain't never thought about what that meant until I got older. But I realized like, yo, if you wasn't doing your suicides in practice when it's time to get in that real game, you ain't conditioning yourself behind the scenes to really show. You feel me? So when it's time to, run that motherfucking ball to the infield, you feel me? It's time to get that touchdown. You don't got the gas to do it. You tired because you ain't never conditioned yourself. You cut yourself short. You know what I mean? You was cheating yourself on that conditioning, thinking that you getting over on the work on coach. You really cheating yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about like when people go to work and they work bare minimum. They like, oh, well, I only get $22 an hour, $23 an hour, so I'm gonna do whatever my job is, and that's it. I ain't doing no extra. I ain't going hard. They say get there at 9. They say I'm leaving at 5. I'm getting there at 9. I'm leaving at 5. Period. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm just an overachiever, bro. The way I look at it is how you do anything is how you do everything, bro. I want to be the best. I want to be fully well-rounded as a person. So knowing that, it's just like when I used to work at Burger King, I was getting $7 an hour. But I wanted to learn how to do everything in the store, the fryers, the trash compactor. I wanted to work all the stations, salad, chicken, beef. I wanted to work cash register, drive-through. I'm cleaning everything because I wanted to learn how to do everything so I could be the best at it. Meanwhile, you had to be a certain age to do the fryers, but the boys who were doing the fryers was getting $15. You feel me? But I wasn't worried about nobody else's pockets. I understood that when I got this job, I agreed to that $7 an hour. So I was just worried about my pockets. I wasn't worried about how much work somebody else was doing and how much money they was getting. You feel me? What started to happen is I used to get sent home early when I first started working there because I ain't know much and they ain't really need me. After the dishes got washed and they start shutting down sections and shit, they'd be like, all right, my nigga, go home. You know what I mean? They watching their clock, watching their dollars. But once I started to, learn everything and I became an asset in that workspace, oh yeah, this nigga, he worth like four of y'all, bro. So when it came time to start sending niggas home, I was the last person to get sent home because I was getting all them hours. You feel me? Everybody else getting sent home, and they happy about it. Oh, early day, but an early day, nigga, you going home to do what? To play the game? To watch movies, smoke? Nigga, I do that shit after I get this check. It'd be some of my friends. Them niggas get sent home 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. They happy as hell just run home to play the game. All right, I'll get off at 10, 11, bro. I'll be on the game too when I get home, bro. You know what I mean? Them niggas be home waiting for me. But like I said, how you do anything is how you do everything, bro. Like, I be making jokes with my friends now when we working on jobs and shit. We start a project, we start something, and niggas running wires and don't finish it. And I'm like, see, you the type of nigga that you don't finish your bitch when y'all fucking. You know what I mean? We making jokes like, what you want me to come over there and finish your bitch for you? Like, I gotta finish this run for you at work, you know what I mean? So it's like, how you do anything is truly how you do everything, bro. Even I really believe that shit, bro. Because you look at the people that's in shape and people that's not in shape, and I do understand that it could be some type of genetic mutation or some, it could just be genetics. Period. You feel me? Like you just big boned, or you just a bigger person overall. I understand, but certain people just really be letting themselves go, or they don't even try. They don't even try to work out or get better. And then you see that they don't try other things in their life. They don't try to get smarter. They don't try to, learn more or try new things, learn new skills, period. You know what I mean? They just don't try. And you just be like, damn, But I should have known, though, because he don't take care of his body. He don't take care of his car. He don't take care of his room. Like, this shit, he don't take care of his family. That shit is all apparent, bro. All the clues is right here. All the flags is right there. How you do anything is how you do everything, bro. I believe that 100%. The more I think about it, it's just like, it make me want to tighten up, bro. It make me want to tighten up, because when you say things, like you say you're going to do things, it's really important that you do it. Because if you don't do it, you start to build that habit of, like, you can't really trust yourself. It's kind of like you bullshitting. It's kind of like, oh, he just saying it. Like, you ever talk to somebody who just be saying things? Like, or you know how you be talking to your friends, oh yeah, we gonna link up at the gym 6 a.m. The next day, one of y'all niggas calling at 6 a.m, the other nigga not answering. And it's unspoken, like, yo, I'm not coming, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying? But he not even gonna tell you. He just not gonna answer, bro. He was a bullshit guy. He just be talking. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. Oh, we popping out. Where we at tonight? We outside? Yeah, bro, you just talking, bro. You not outside tonight. Niggas be talking about getting better. Talking about going to the gym, running miles. It sound good, bro. Especially when you sitting around in a group and everybody, oh yeah, I'm gonna do you don't want to be the one, the odd man out. Not talking about, with everybody else talking about. You want, yeah, bro, we getting down, we doing that shit, bro. We outside. You don't want to stand alone, even though that's fine. If you want to stand alone, if you don't want to get better, that's cool. But I feel like, bro, how you do anything is how you do everything, bro. And it'd be a lot of complacency in a lot of these niggas' lives. They just cool, bro. They cool where they at. They comfortable. And at the end of the day, it's their life, it's their world. But I think for me, why I be wanting to talk about it so much is because I know a lot of people like that. And one, I didn't think they was like that. Like, I feel like I'm finding this shit out live. Like, oh shit, bitch, I thought you was one way, cause you said you was one way, and I never got the chance to really see. But now I'm seeing you really not who you say you are. You say you a hard worker, but you running to the bathroom every 5 seconds, or every time somebody give you a task, you looking to delegate it, and you trying to play stupid like you don't know what you're doing. Delegate it to the next person. You feel me? Instead of, even if you don't know, instead of trying to learn, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it. Niggas is grown men. I don't know how to do that, and won't even try to figure it out. You feel me? And it's just crazy to me, bro. And I had these people around me for so long. I fuck with these people. I love these people. Some of these people, you feel me? And it's like, I'm understanding that, yo, birds of a feather truly do flock together. So if you're around four clowns, you gonna be the fifth one. You know what I mean? But if you're around four niggas going to the gym, 4 niggas in shape, you gonna be the fifth one. Cause that's just what happens, bro. That's what we talking about in this circle. We talking about getting in shape, running miles, taking care of our kids, starting business. You feel me? So it's like, if you in this circle, that's what you gonna be on. But unfortunately, I'm not in a lot of circles like that. I got 1 or 2 circles that's like that, and they really like OGs. Like, I'm 23, these niggas 40, 50. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that they even accept me into their little group, and they teach me game and shit like that. And they look at me not as an equal, but they look at me as a young boy that's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's having a little bit of motion and got a little bit of sense. Cause it's not even just about the motion. It's about what you doing. Like, you get a couple of dollars, but what you doing with how you spending that money? You know what I mean? What are your ideas? A lot of boys getting money, out the street or whatever. They working a good job and they fucking their money off. You can't get behind that, bro. You know what I mean? So even with having a group of niggas that want to do better, want to actually build something. I know a couple niggas that's making good money that's not doing nothing. They not helping their family. They still living in their mom crib in the bedroom that they grew up in, which is fine. But it's just crazy to me. You feel me? That you not trying to be great. You know what I mean? And I be having conversations with a lot of women about this, because it's like, it's mostly men I be talking about, but because I'm a man, so I feel like I hold other men accountable. But people in general should be wanting to get better. You feel me? People in general should be wanting to get healthy. But you know what I mean? It just be heartbreaking to see all these men my age, young men, on some lazy shit, bro. Like not going hard, just don't have no fire in them, bro. And I be thinking about me. I'm like, damn, I gotta go harder. I need more fire, and I do. I definitely do. But then you look around, you just be like, yo, I'm thankful that I'm not like that. You know what I mean? I know I need to get better, but at least I ain't like that. You know. But my whole thing is finding a tribe, finding my tribe of people that's on that type of vibe, like getting better, getting healthy. You know what I mean? Pushing yourself to make more money, pushing yourself to be more disciplined. You know what I mean? Putting yourself in position. Niggas be talking about having kids, but not doing the work to actually put yourself in position to make that dream come true, or bring that into fruition, bro. You can't just have kids out of nowhere, bro. For real. Having kids is a luxury. That shit is expensive. You want to live a decent life? Having kids is a luxury, bro. So me understanding that, I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I got a couple properties in play, a couple businesses that's rolling, a couple dollars put up in the savings, a couple dollars put up in long-term investments. You know what I mean? Just so I can have a cushion and some motion, you know what I mean? So I could actually bring life into this world and not be stressed about what we gonna eat, or when school time come around, I'm like, oh my God, I don't got how I'm back to school. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like that. Not to say nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? And I'm realizing, even just saying that, I'm realizing like I'm a person that like pressure and like having my back up against the wall, because I feel like it helped me make decisions quick, and I keep rolling. I just be moving. And because if I have the time and the space to bullshit, I'm going to probably be more relaxed. I'm going to probably be chill. So I like to do shit right at the deadline, and, you know what I mean, really push myself. Even with getting here, it's like, oh, all right, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to get there. I'm going to try to still catch my flight, even though my flight is at 7. Like, that shit is exhilarating to me. You feel me? Even though I missed it. But even realizing that, it's like, okay, if I came here earlier, I would have had a better fighting chance to accomplish my goal, and I could still keep that same burn, and I got a bigger cushion. You know what I mean? I got a bigger cushion, a higher chance of me actually succeeding. So I feel like that should push me even further. So let me try to figure out a different way to explain this. Even when I work on projects and stuff, right? Most of my deadline for myself be like Friday. So if I do a couple houses, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get this done by Friday. I start off strong, start dragging my feet, and then hit it real hard Thursday. I mean, I'm talking 16-hour day on Thursday just to crush it by Friday. You know what I mean? When I could have just had a more balanced week and had and still got it done by Friday, but my week was more balanced. Like if I crushed it on Thursday, that means that 15 hours I ain't go to the gym on Thursday. I probably ain't even eat all 3 meals on Thursday, because I'm more focused on the job, and I'm stressing. I'm stressed out, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I'm trying to get this shit done. When I ain't need that extra stress, I'm like, on one hand, like the pressure is good, and I'm gonna get it done because it's so much. Like I gotta get it done, but you don't need that extra stress. You know, you don't. And to avoid the stress, you got to make a plan and attempt to execute that plan. Even if that plan only go 80% right, it's better than freestyling. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of the times what I tend to do is just like freestyle this shit. Who just texted me? Yeah, a lot of the times what I tend to do is freestyle it. You know what I mean? Just try to, even with this podcast situation. You know what I mean? I'm sitting in fucking Philly airport doing this shit. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of good things could come from it. But if a lot of good things is coming from freestyling and doing shit last minute, think about what could have came from planning it out. And that's where I'm at with it right now. And then best part about planning shit out is you plan it out and shit don't go to plan, you good at freestyling anyway. So you gonna put the shit together, you gonna make it work, because that's what you've been doing the last 5-10 years or whatever. So getting into, all right, I'm gonna start making a plan, a week plan, then a bi-weekly plan, a monthly plan, then a yearly plan. You know what I mean? That's kind of really what I'm trying to get into now. But I haven't even really started implementing it as yet. Maybe in little ways, like I've been planning my day. Like I've been planning my day out a little bit. But I want to get into it where my week is planned out. 2 weeks is planned. The whole month is planned. Little trips like this, going to take care of business and stuff like this. I want to start planning this out to where I can show you what my year gonna look like, my month gonna look like, because I feel like that's how you really monopolize your time, and really you could monopolize it and then delegate your time correctly to make sure that you get to your goals, you know what I mean, at a decent time, at a decent pace. But this conversation that I just had with this camera right here is some shit I would love to have with like a business partner, right? Or somebody that's also trying to go where I'm going, so then we could then hold each other accountable for the things that we just said, like working on scheduling and working on planning and shit like that. But I don't got nobody around my age group that's solid enough to really do some shit like that, and that's really who really want to grow like that, bro. Like I really want to grow, bro, and the shit is hard, bro. And each level you get to, it's easier to bullshit. It's easier to fuck off. It's easier to fall off, bro. Think about it. You making $50,000 a year, a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? You could buy a decent car. Your overhead is not nothing crazy if you making $50,000. Like I feel like your overhead is chill. You know what I mean? I don't know off the top of my head, but even with a chill overhead, you still maintaining your rent. You got maintaining your car note. So you got some decent shit, a car, a house, right? But when you on a lower level, so you making $20,000, you probably don't got a car. You probably don't got a house. You probably still, live with somebody. But you don't have the stress that this person at $50,000 got, right? So they could slip up, miss a car payment, couple car payments, get a repo on their credit. Now this shit starting to go downhill. You start to lose. You feel me? And an easy way they could slip up is now that they making a couple of dollars, $50,000 a year or whatever. They might want to go out, spend a couple of dollars, go partying a little bit, and just easily get caught up, miss a bill. You know what I mean? Or they fucked off their money, or because they went out, they done got the car towed. They parked somewhere they wasn't supposed to park when they went out to a club. Got the car towed. It's $350, $650 to get it out. And they wasn't prepared. They say a lot of people don't have $1,000 saved up, and they couldn't afford a crazy emergency, which I believe. You know what I'm saying? Even making $50,000 a year, most of the time you get that lifestyle creep where pretty much your lifestyle is worth $40,000. You know what I mean? So you making 50, your lifestyle is 40, ain't you paying taxes and shit like that. You really living check to check, just on that level. You know what I mean? But let's say as you keep climbing, the higher levels you get, you go to making 100,000, 150, 200,000. You got more money that you could go fuck off. You could go take trips and get distracted. You know what I mean? Staying focused is what got you here to this 150,000. But now that you're making this money, you could be easily distracted. You know what I'm saying? And not focused on getting to the 200, the 250, the 300. So it's kind of like when you climbing these ladders, it's easy to climb up to go from level 1 to level 5, and now you comfortable at level 5, but the goal was level 20. But you reached level 5 and got comfortable. You feel me? It's easy. That shit happens all the time, bro. And knowing that's a part of like human nature, you gotta plan to beat that shit. And I'm gonna explain this, right? It was some passage I was reading about this sailor, and pretty much the sailor was trying to make it from, let's say, point A to point B, right? And the trip that he was taking, this voyage that he was going on, nobody ever survived, because to get from point A to point B, you had to pass the sirens, the mermaids, the bad bitches, you feel me? The distractions, whatever you want in life that you know what I mean, really craving, they telling you it's over there, you know what I mean? So what he did was, they got the greatest captain in the world. But what he did was, when he was sailing, right, he told himself, he said, I'm the greatest captain in the world, but what set me apart from all these people that crashed, that never made it from point A to point B? What set me apart? I'm human just like these niggas is human, bro. See, but he said, what's gonna set me apart is these niggas thought that they was above the program. They thought they was God for real. See, I support saying, I be saying I'm a God, but I ain't God. You feel me? These niggas thought they was God. They thought they could slide through, talk, you know what I mean, talk to the sirens and keep it moving, but they ended up crashing the ship. So what the captain did was he told his crew, I want everybody to put these headphones on, these earbuds, so y'all can't hear these sirens, right? I don't want nobody to take this shit off until we get to point B, till we get to our destination. You hear me? I need y'all niggas to tie me up to the pole, tie me up real tight, you feel me? And don't let me go until we get to the destination. You feel me? I want to hear the sirens. That's how he did this shit. So on that voyage, on that trip, they set off. His crew had the earplugs in. The captain was tied to a pole, you know what I mean, strapped down. And he was able to hear the sirens. And the sirens is basically, he said it sounded like his wife, it sounded like his kids, the wife and kids that he's sailing to, the ones that he missed, that he's sailing to, you know what I mean? He hearing like all the stuff that he want in his dreams to tell him to, you know, pull up on that island, to stop at the sirens. And he wanted to. He's fighting it. He trying to get out the ropes. He untie me. You know what I mean? He's screaming that shit like, yo, I'm trying to see my wife and kids is over there. You know what I mean? Where the sirens is at. You know what I mean? Long story short, he made it to point B. His guys untied him. They took their earmuffs off. And he said, we made it, yo. You know what I mean? I heard. And he was reunited with his wife and kids. So moral of the story is, he understood that he wasn't above the program. So he planned differently. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, you know what, I got it. I could beat the odds. I could beat human nature. The niggas, he basically studied everybody else who failed. Okay, everybody thought the same thing. These last hundred captains thought the same thing, that they could beat the program. But I understand that as soon as I hear them sirens, I want to sail over there to them niggas. So what I'm gonna have to do is tie myself up, and my boys, they can't hear this shit. You feel me? That's the only way we gonna get through this alive, because I know I can't do it. So if you know you can't save money, right? Every time you get money, give it to somebody you know that can save it, and tell them don't give it to you no matter what, unless you about to die and you in the hospital, you need something to pay your bills, or the fucking electric just went off and you really, really, really need that shit. You know what I mean? Because if you know your nature is, I can't save that shit, I'm gonna spend it, then yeah, you need to get your discipline right for sure. But you need to get that shit out your hands, bro. You need to get it out your hands and into somebody's hands who could really save it for you. That's why it's, you know, accountants out here and shit like that. So you can hire an accountant to help you keep your funds together, save, and delegate your money and shit. You know what I mean? But I'm studying myself, studying my flaws, and then with this information, building a plan around it so I could be successful. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I think the hardest part about this is there's nobody to stand over your shoulder and tell you get it done. There's nobody to tell you you need to do this, you need to do that. Just like when you're in school and somebody telling you need to do your homework, you need to do your tests, you need to study. When you out here in the real world, when you're an adult, you don't have nobody telling you for real what you need to do for yourself. And then to keep reminding you, to stay on you, to be that accountability partner, you don't have that, bro. They looking at you sideways like, bro, you a grown-ass man, you need to be on your shit, and you should. But it's so easy to get distracted nowadays, bro. It's easy to pick up the phone and you fuck around, you get to scrolling, you don't put it down 4 or 5 hours later, and you don't even realize. And it's easy to get into that habit, to do that 5 days a week, 6 days a week. You know what I mean? It's easy to come home after you do your 9 to 5. You come home, rinse and repeat. You smoke, eat, rinse and repeat. Go to work, come home, smoke, eat, rinse and repeat. It's easy to fall into that cycle. You know what I mean? But it's hard to really tell yourself, I'm gonna go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, and then after that, I'm gonna try to read a page or two 4 or 5 times a week, and then after that, I'm gonna try to learn a new skill, or just start a new project on the side, or start a business, or sell a product, and stick with it, bro. It's hard, bro. But honestly, I seen a post that shit said, you gotta choose your heart, bro. It's hard to be fat. It's hard to go to the gym. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to bust your ass to get rich, bro. honestly, you gotta choose your heart, bro. And that's what I'm doing in this life. It's hard to even sit here and make this fucking video, bro. But it's hard to watch other people do what I want to do. Like, it's hard watching other content creators really living their fucking truth. They really making videos, not caring about what they look like or what people saying to them and shit like that. And that shit is hard, bro. But I'm out here and I'm out here. I'm doing it one step at a time. I ain't gonna lie. I hope my audio's still recording because my fucking laptop like closed. Oh yeah, this shit's still recording. We good. But what time is it? 10 o'clock. I ain't fucking going nowhere till fucking 12 o'clock. Sit here all day, bro. Sit here all day and talk that shit, man. But I probably should go get me some food. I ain't even eat nothing yet. Hungry as hell. I said my cousin, he already at the spot. He already out Michigan waiting for me. So all I gotta do is meet him down there, man. I was supposed to pack a suit and everything so I can pull up to the courthouse, but when I woke up this morning, I was putting everything. My shorty, she had my bag pretty much packed, but there was some other stuff I had to put in there, and I ain't even end up putting it in there last minute. So when I land, I think first thing I'm gonna do is hit like a Macy's or something, throw some slacks on, some nice dress shoes, run down to the courthouse, introduce myself, and try, first impressions that matter, that count. Introduce myself, meet some people, try to get some contacts, because me not being here, I know I'm gonna have to have my phone filled with some contacts, man. Be able to pretty much move around without being down there, or be able to get shit done without being down there. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Just sightseeing, seeing what the neighborhood is about, seeing if there's any other investment opportunities out there. You know what I mean? But like I said, I be sitting here just thinking about how you gotta do this shit alone, essentially, though. And I keep saying that, but I know that my cousin is there, and that shit is dope, bro. It's really dope. I wasn't expecting him to come out and really look out like he looking out, but he killing shit, bro. He pulled up, and you know what I mean? It's just all love to the cuz, bro. All love to the cuz. We're gonna take it far. But I really was thinking, like, people who I was sitting here talking like these ideas through with, like planning this shit out, or not really planning it out, because we was just putting it in the air. That's the problem. We ain't never planned it out. But the people that I was putting this up in the air with, you know what I mean, they not here with me, and that shit just, you know what I mean, I'm gonna get over it though, but right now that's the shit that's just fucking with me, bro. Just thinking about that shit, you know what I mean? But I'm a definitely try to make another one of these vlogs / podcast videos while I'm in Michigan. Hey, I might even do a vlog showing y'all the property when I'm over there, showing y'all what I'm doing and shit like that. I'm definitely trying to be more consistent with this shit, man. So I need y'all to critique me, cut me up, let me know what I need to do. Let me know what I need to do to get better. Let me know what y'all want to see. And if y'all was interested in some of the shit that I was saying, man, because that's another thing I was thinking about. Like, I love the fact that I could just talk. And if people fuck with it, they can stay and watch. And if they don't like it, they could just click off. And it's just like, I'm not forcing this information down nobody's throat. And I tend to realize, like, when I'm having conversations with people, when they get to talking about business or anything like that, I just get in my bag. I get to rambling, talking. And you can tell by the looks and the energy and the look on their face that they did not want to hear that dumbass shit, bro. They not trying to hear that shit. They cool, you know what I mean? Even, like, it be family, my shorty, like, nobody been wanting to hear that shit, bro. But I just gotta let it out. I gotta, you know what I mean? So this is, like, perfect for me, perfect for me to just get in front of the camera, you know what I mean, and just let that shit flow, bro. I'm not even really thinking about nothing for real, like, to say. I'm just letting it flow, you know what I mean? Living my life, letting it flow. I was thinking about keeping these videos straight raw, no edit, but I'm thinking about doing some edits. I don't know. I'm thinking about keeping it raw because it's like, I want this shit to be authentic, and I want y'all to feel how I feel, you know what I mean? Or just, like, feel my energy through this shit. But who knows, I know I'm trying to turn up with this content shit, so I might have to get fancy with the edits. So we'll see. But I'm gonna see y'all around though, man. Appreciate y'all for watching this shit. We out.